Short to tactical command. We are inbound on final approach. I say again, inbound on final.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 13, the final day of the Great New York State Fair. We are your Special Operations Response Team. This is your repelling demonstration for today. If you look up at the tower, midway up on the roof line, your host today, 25-year veteran of the New York State Police, our South Central team leader, the hostess with them, standing tall at 6'1", 225, with the gift of gab, the copper cuddler, Eric Ozzy Osborne.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the closing day of the State Fair 2024. Appreciate you folks coming out to join us. I especially appreciate those of you who sat through that dog show for no other reason than to secure prime seats for this. Best show at the exhibit, guaranteed not to give you fleas. We are SORT. SORT is the tactical element for the New York State Police. As such, we conduct all those operations you would expect a SWAT team to conduct. High-risk felony warrants, drug raids, barricaded subjects, hostage situations, dignitary protection. However, we also perform a few tasks you wouldn't necessarily associate with a SWAT team, such as search and rescue, specifically high-angle rappelling, and rope rescue, which is what we're going to demonstrate here today. Our team was started back in 1979 in anticipation of the 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid. Hosting the Olympics was obviously a great honor, but it was also a great responsibility. The terrorist attacks in Munich in 1972 weighed heavily on everyone's mind. The state police got together a bunch of firearms instructors, most of whom were veterans, and they sent them off to the FBI to be trained in counterterrorism tactics. They were called the Mobile Response Team. Since then, our team has undergone several evolutions, and in 2008, we changed our name to SORT and became a full-time entity. Our guys no longer work the road. We have 5 regional teams spread out across the state. Each one of those teams is responsible for maintaining their own equipment, all the way from the large pieces, like that Lenco Bearcat, the big armored vehicle in the grass over there, all the way to our individual kit, including our climbing harnesses. On the front of each guy's harness, you're going to see what we call a figure 8. This is our descent device. The rope is fed through that. That top hand on the rope is just a guide hand, keeps us upright. The one down here by our hip, that's the money maker, that's our brake hand. As we move that away from our hip, it allows that rope to freely flow through that device. That's when we let gravity do its job, and we refer to that as letting her eat. Once we put it back to our hip, it puts friction on that device, slowing and eventually stopping us. But telling you is one thing, showing you something different. So without further ado, let's bring the guys down and introduce them. Up on the right side of the tower from the North Central team, Trooper Mean Mike Reed. On the left side of the tower, also from the North Central, hey Cole, you feeling spicy? You thinking what I'm thinking? Let's do it. The weather seems almost good enough. All right, folks, those of you that are veterans of this show probably know the words better than I do. However, today we decided to change it up just a little bit. Up on the top there, he is our innovator mind. He is always thinking outside the box, and he has come up with an idea. Today we are going to attempt the first ever rappelling limbo. What do you think, folks? You want to see that? Why not? You ready, Matt? All right, let's go. On the left side of the tower, also from the North Central team, Trooper Matt. How low can you go? Laser! Stay! Great success. Matt's got a lot of ideas. This was a good one. And down here on the ropes, the North Central Assistant Team Leader, Sergeant Cole Polio Sheehan. Up in that top window, spinning our beats, fresh off his European tour, where he played clubs from Milan to Minsk. Your DJ, Trooper Brad Chad Whitney. Up on the left side of the tower from the South Central team, Trooper Adam A to the K, Kohler! And last but certainly not least, on the right side, also from South Central, Trooper Tommy, the Nighthawk Perry! Tommy, hold on. Sorry about that, brother. I neglected to tell you before the show. We're going to have you serve as a crash test dummy, a test subject, a volunteer for the next portion. No, you're being voluntold. It's fine. All right, like I said, we control our own descent up there with that right hand. However, as the fair progresses, our guys like to entertain themselves. And they might put that hand out there a little further than they normally would, and open that hand a little more than they normally should. You're going to notice during this show, these ropes are going to develop loops and twists. If you're really letting her eat, you got that hand out there, and you're running a C grip instead of an O grip, and one of those loops or twists hits your palm, that rope could pop out of your hand. You lose your brakes on the thruway, that's a bad day on the rope, right? We lose our brakes up here, that's a bad day on the ropes. But that's what brings me to Sergeant Sheevac. He's not trying to be rude or antisocial. He's not giving you his back to showcase his well-defined plats and traps. Very impressive, brother. Statue. As our ropes guru and subject matter expert, he has the oh-so important yet not at all glamorous job of rope safety or belayment. If one of these guys coming down loses their brake hand, Cole's going to pull on that rope. That's going to put friction on their device, slowing and hopefully stopping them. But again, telling you is one thing, showing you something different. So Tommy's going to do us all a favor. He's going to take a couple steps back. He's going to get a running start, and he's going to throw himself off of that roof with no hands on the rope. He's going to flying squirrel it, hurtling towards an incredible rate of speed, accelerating at 9.8 meters per second till at the very last moment. Sergeant Sheevac, if he is physically able and so inclined, will use his raw power and cat-like reflexes to engage the belay, stopping Tommy mere moments from certain death, or at least his sprained ankle. Ladies and gentlemen, you're paid for your whole seat. You're only going to need the edge. This part's going to be awesome. Tommy, are you ready?
No!
Oh. Bro, I just built it up. You got to come down.
I'm right down this ladder.
No, it's not a ladder show, man. It's a rope show. Cole's got you. His belay success rate is skyrocketed. 60% of the time, it works every time. What's the matter, Tommy?
Where is Cole? He left.
What do you mean, where's Cole? Cole's right... Cole, I see you, dude. What are you doing? You're not that camouflage, not right there. What are you doing, bud? Oh, nice. Hey, bud, how you doing? What's your name? Jameson? All right, Jameson, did he tell you what to do? No instruction whatsoever. Nice job, dude. Really set Jameson up for failure here. All right, it's pretty basic, though, Jameson. You'll be able to nail it. Tommy's going to jump, and you pull on the rope. He jumps, you pull on the rope. No hurry, whenever. First bounce, second bounce. Doesn't really matter. At some point you pull on the rope, Tommy's gonna stop falling eventually. You know what I'm saying? Tommy! Jameson looks locked in, brother. What do you say?
No, thank you.
No. Oh, boy. All right, what's that? He is very polite about it. It's good. Folks, I know dead air is awful for entertainment if this even qualifies, but I've got to have a sidebar conversation with my colleague real quick in private. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah. Hey, bro. Between you and me, I don't really care how this goes. Last day, Tommy's, yeah, I know, I can tell you don't care either. However, Tommy burns in, and Jameson's hands are over it. Not pretty. No, stay fair days are over. Oh, I know it's the last day, but no coming back next year. No more Tully's tenders, no more maple ice cream. I know, all meth labs, crack houses. We're right back to it, bro. I need these 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Teamwork, make the dream work, sure. 70-30, who's a 70, who's a 30? It's none of my business, I don't want to micromanage. All right, Tommy, I think we're good to go now. Cole's gonna get on it, Jameson's on it. You got 2 belays now, is that better? It's a little better. Folks, let's give him a little bit of encouragement, huh? Crank some tunes, we'll get them pumped up. Folks, I'm gonna count them down from 3, ready? 3, 2, 1! Almost spun you up, bro. Caught him a little early for his own safety, but now the belay team controls his descent. They can keep him up there all day. They make this as long as a scuba show, or they can just drop him drastically at any point. Now they're just toying with him like a marionette. Nice job. And Cole, Jameson, for making sure our guy didn't burn in. Here's 1 trooper there, courtesy of the Trooper Foundation tent right over there. Available for purchase as well as these swoopy shirts. Let's hear it for our belayman Jameson. Folks, as you can see, it's very easy to end up in a precarious predicament up there. Gravity does not take an instant off. However, if you end up in an awkward position or uncomfortable spot, as long as you keep your head, as long as you keep your cool, and most importantly, as long as you keep your brake hand, you're gonna be A-okay. So if you look up top, we've got Matt and Mike who are gonna come on down. You saw them come down so silky smooth in that standard seated hip rappel that everyone else has been using. But now they're gonna switch brake hands from their right to their left. This is gonna allow them to go ahead and invert. So now, even though they're upside down, as long as they maintain that newfound brake hand, they're not going to smash face first in this beautifully manicured turn. This is called the commando crawl. It allows our guys to see where they're going before they present their feet or other body parts through the window. But once they've gone far enough and seen all they feel they need to see, they can go ahead and revert, reassume that brake hand, and come on down. Superhero landing and all, ladies and gentlemen, the invert. A side note, we did recruit these guys to the team directly from a synchronized swimming academy. All those hours in the pool have really paid off. You're gonna pick up on a reoccurring theme out here today, and that's safety. We're dealing with heights, we're dealing with extreme angles, we are dealing with hard and sharp edges. It is inherently dangerous. So whether you are rappelling, or rock climbing, or even hiking, you could end up stranded in a position where you can go neither up nor down. We have to have the means to go ahead and get to those people. Ladders aren't necessarily going to reach high enough, and helicopters can be counterproductive. Those rotors don't do our ropes any favors, if you know what I'm saying. So if you look all the way up top, we've got Tommy, who's going to start our demonstration. Tommy's working his way down a sheer cliff face in the Adirondacks, or perhaps Ithaca, because it is gorgeous. He gets himself to a spot he wants to be. He's going to take that rope and wrap it around his 8. Not once, not twice, but thrice. This is called the tie-off. Once Tommy's tied off, he can go hands-free. He can literally and figuratively hang out. He can get his cell phone out, snap a selfie. Very nice. Post it to his MySpace page. Anyone else still running MySpace? Explains my lack of traffic. But say Tommy's up there enjoying himself and a rock kicks loose, hits him in the head. Oh! That one missed him. It was ineffective, DJ Chat. First whiff of the year. So since that didn't take care of it, we're going to need some people. I see some people already. We're going to need some volunteers from the audience. Anybody yet? Don't worry about raising your hand. School hasn't started. Come on forward. See the rope that's there for your safety? Ignore it. Come on up. Grab yourself a water balloon. Get over on Tommy. Cole's going to be your fire team leader. He's going to direct you. I don't know if we're going to have enough for everybody. If you don't get one, please don't cry. It breaks my heart. That's got to be refreshing, huh, Tommy? Check it for hypothermia after the show. Let it eat, guys. Let her have it. Eat it up there. Oh, it's going. Sector of fire is expanded. All right, guys. Let's go for our rocks. There you go. Go ahead, ditch them.
Come on, James.
And out to your parents or any adult at all. We'll take any adult at this point. Throw real quick. You got him. Nice. All right, let's go, guys. Let's hear it for our rocks. One more. Coup de grace. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. All right, let's hear it for our rock. Nice job, everybody. Hey, Cole, next year, lawn darts. Way more accurate. Kids aren't going to try to refill them. They'll want to get out of here quick. So Tommy's been knocked unconscious, but we can't leave him up there. We got a lot of time and money invested in him. We've grown quite fond of him, and he still owes me a Peachy's donut. So if you look all the way up top, we've got Adam. Adam's going to work his way down his line. He's going to latch hands on Tommy, and he's going to hopefully bring them both down to safety. Come on down, Adam.
Can't keep my hands to myself.
Oh, all right.
No matter how hard I'm trying to.
Choose all our own music out. Here's a bold choice from Adam. Obviously comfortable in his own skin. What's the matter, Adam? Thumbs down. Isn't this your song? Well, I think Cole likes this song. It fits the moment, does it not? Come on down. It is funny. What do you mean? This is happy. Come on. Oh, DJ Rad Chad. I can barely hear over the thing, but all I know is our tactical diva's not coming down to this. You got something for him? Just something manly, something cool. He's got you, Adam. Hold on. That leg up dance move is worth the risk, I think. As Adam L's out comes down, you're going to notice he has a different piece of equipment on the front of his harness. Adam's not running an 8 anymore. He's running what's called a break bar rack. That's going to allow him to take additional weight onto his system. That additional weight in this case is going to be Tommy. Before he gets to work, he's got to perform a tie-off so he can work safely. Once he's tied off, he's going to reach for that blue strap on his right hip. That's a pick-off strap designed specifically for rope rescue applications. And they use a partial inversion in his impressive wingspan to hook into Tommy's hips. Once he's hooked into Tommy's harness, they'll use the pick-off strap and those bulging biceps. He somehow shoehorns into an extra medium t-shirt. Extra large? Not in the men's section. As Adam pulls Tommy up, you can see Tommy instinctively reach for Adam's hips and legs. We're a very close-knit team. At this point, we ask no photos be taken. Thank you. You see how Tommy's line is beginning to go slack. That's an indication his weight is being removed from the system. Now Adam is working to retain all of Tommy's hardware and completely free him from his line. All of these steps have to be performed in the proper sequence. If Adam screws it up, I'm pretty sure he'll be okay, but Tommy's day will be ruined. Now Adam will undo that tie-off and hopefully lower them both safely to the ground. Looks like he nailed it. Ladies and gentlemen, the pick-off. All right, we have gone over basic rappelling. We have gone over the safety measures we have in place. We have touched on a very small percentage of the rescue work that we are capable of. However, there is also a tactical application to the rope work we are demonstrating here today. Say, for example, if there were a bad guy creeping around these fairgrounds. He snatches a kid, runs up into that building, and barricades the door shut. Horrible choice of location on his part, but I digress. He's got that door nailed shut, fridge up against it. He feels real confident that we're not going to be able to breach it. Unfortunately for that bad guy, Special Operations Response Team doesn't need to come in through the door. We can come in through the window. But before we do, we count on all our other partners on the job. The men and women that you see walking around this fairgrounds with the gray uniforms and the Stetsons, those are the road troopers. That is the most important and dangerous job in division. They are the first responders showing up to these chaotic scenes, oftentimes by themselves, locking them down, getting people to safety. Then come their supervisors, investigators, negotiators, and all our partners in special operations, to include aviation, drone pilots, and K-9. At a scene like this, we all have to cooperate and work as a team to accomplish the mission. And once those three pieces are in place, we get to do our job. So if you look all the way up top, it looks like Matt is ready to run the recon. Matt lands ever so gently so as not to notify anyone of his presence. Works into a commando crawl, and he's going to start checking these windows for our hostage and suspects. Oh! That is not our target, Matt. That is change of heart. They are amorous and aggressive. Get out of there, brother. Swipe left. Now that Matt's out of the real danger, he looks down. He has spotted our suspect and hostage and confirms they are in that lower window. Now Matt's going to reach up onto his harness for that canister. That's a noise flash diversion device, commonly referred to as a flashbang. That's going to emit a bright light and loud noise that distracts and disorients the suspect while we seize the initiative. It looks like Matt's ready with the bang, and it looks like we're ready for Mike to effect the rescue. Mike's in the window, looking for the bad guy. He's got a knife, Mike, get it. Oh, disarmed him. The people's elbow. Uh-oh, an old-timey boxing match. Oh, he got you good there, Mike. This could be the finishing move. Nice job, Mike, reversal. Get him, he's getting away. Get him back in there. Come on, Mike, let's go. Quit screwing around. Let's get this guy in pocket. Oh, no! Oh, he's got him. Wraps him up in the pocket. 1, 2, 3. That guy is in custody. Still the champion, isn't it? Outstanding. Nice job, Mike. And how's Timmy? Timmy, the kid, the whole reason you went in there is a hostage rescue. Where's Timmy? Timmy's okay. Another save for Mike. Let's hear it for him. He's a real hero. Just ask him. All right, folks, hopefully you've had a good time coming out here, hanging out with us. Hopefully you can tell we have a good time. We love working on this awesome tower, interacting with you good people. State Fair represents a really nice break for us. However, at the end of the day, it is a serious business we're involved in. If you look along that roof line, we have 4 sets of numbers. Those are the shield numbers for Michael Strank, Ross Riley, David Brinkerhoff, and Joseph Longobardo. Those 4 men were operators on our team who died in the line of duty. They made the ultimate sacrifice serving the people of the state of New York, and we think it's those guys that deserve a real round of applause this afternoon. Folks, you've been a fantastic crowd. Feel free to come forward after the show up to the rope line. We'll answer questions, pose for pictures, tasteful of course. We've got stickers for the kids. You have the museum and the interactive displays, both very interesting. And the Trooper Foundation has all your state police swag. Thanks again for coming out, folks, and enjoy your last day at the great New York State Fair.